Hello, people. I am the police panda, because I'm a Fiat panda. As you can see, I'm a Fiat panda. But I will not be reviewed. We will review something else. Sugar Rush, go take it. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we're going to do one of the weirdest Bristol program diecasts I have, mostly for it being a little inaccurate to the design. And well, if you got this car, you probably know what I mean if you have another one for comparison. It is none other than the 2014 Bristol Motor Speedway Food City 500, the spring race, at its March 16th, 2014 on the top right here. Or yeah, the March race, Food City 500, Food City 500. I can't believe I probably just said that twice or thirds. Program car, promo car, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, the box is very nice, though. You have a big old donut. Now, I know the number is supposed to be over the tire marks on the box, because you have to see what the number is. I'm glad the actually put the same tire mark on here, and that if you fold it open over here, you can see more damage, as you can see it more clearly. I'm not sure if that's a tire rub. But I think that Lionel got a little too much with this car, and this is the WLS car. A WLS promo. So this one will be, well, the quality is terrible. Let me just take it out of the box. Almost every single time I review a diecast, by the way, I always need to have the light on, just so that we can see the details better. Of how you're looking at the car right now, that's basically kind of the colors. Of course, the blue is more darker, as you can see, but of course it's getting more brighter. Maybe not too much, but still, So you're telling me? All right, the front's very crooked. We'll go to that later. Well, I bet you're probably wondering, Sugar Rush, you must be wrong here. Besides being on the WLS, what is inaccurate about this car? Well, I'm pretty sure you know the term, rubbing is racing, right? And let me just grab a car for comparison. And that help will be 2014 August race. The Irwin was not ready for the fall race. That's the spring race. That's the fall race. I know in that one video of that sit-down 6 car, I'll put in the link in the description, and for this one too, I said that it would be a summer program car, because August still takes place in the summer. This one has some damage on it. You can see more later in that one video about it. But yes, so I forgot what I was saying, but we'll have our help from the fall race version of this car. Now, and I bet you're wondering, alright, can you just move on and just say what is wrong with this car? Well, about the rub is racing, you know the term rub is racing, right? You know how the tire rub is supposed to be over the paint scheme, right? Because of the this paint scheme's added on before the race, and when you add damage to it, it's going to go over, because it's not like you race the blank car and then it rubs some tires or scratch, and then you put the paint scheme on in victory lane. That's not really how it works over here. Apparently my phone hates it. Alright. And, well, yeah, it's supposed to go over the number. I mean, of course, it's supposed to go over the paint scheme, but the placement of the contingencies and how Lionel did the number, yeah, I think it's too inaccurate. Same thing over on here. You have it over the number. They have it over the paint scheme. But do you see anything wrong over here? Pretty big difference. I hate the glare. There we go. This part, what you're seeing is a scratch mark. If it's something like shininess, like here, that's not a scratch mark. See? That's a scratch mark. Let me just get a little more closer. Well, you give up. Well, the people who are near this, the damage are under the contingencies in the number. Yes, that's not how it works. I don't know how Lionel was thinking. It is over the paint scheme. I'll give Lionel a win for that. And remember, this is 2014, the point where even this has paint, even here has paint chips. The program cards were so bad, but he had better looking paint schemes than Lionel's 2019. Oh god, the horror. If you keep on seeing 2019 paint schemes, they gotten a lot sturdier, like they gotten more better handling. They have all the bad paint schemes, like Lionel doesn't do it. They just don't give a care. They gave a care about this car, but they probably made a few mistakes on here. But it's still on a terrible wrapping. But of course, we'll still focus on here for now. Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. Yeah, you have it over the you have it under the contingency. When you rub a tie here, it has to be well, never mind. But if it's over the number, it will be over the contingencies too. You know what? Let me grab a few more examples so that I won't have to keep stopping the video for whatever reason. All right. See this 2011 car? It's over the paint scheme and the contingencies, because you can see it over the contingencies. You can't even see Pepsi. You can see Pepsi just barely by the scratch. See, that's how it should be. But I guess Lionel really messed up, or had a real huge screw up on this car. Yeah. So that's a bit of a mad disappointment. Now, let's move on to the actual contingencies now. You can, okay, so let's see, you have, oh, let's start with the front first. Horribly messed up front, like I said. This is the perfect reason why WLS is just so bad. Look at all the chip. Look at the big old chips, too. My god. You got the Ford with the Fusion 14, the 14 thing with the Ford. I think I said that already. I'm not sure. I forgot now. We'll see if 100. I'm glad that they actually cared and did Thunder Valley. 14. Some of the spring program cars, I'm pretty sure might be only for spring or something. Doesn't need the chip. Ugh. Oh, you saw something over there. We'll get that. We'll get to that later. Yeah, most of the, well, some of the spring race cars have numbers instead of the like this other March race car. These ones are both from the March race. This is 2011 version. No number. This one has a number. Yeah, March 16, 2014 on both sides. Not really too bad. Nice touch. Got the Ford Fan Friday, Bristol Speedway. It's hard to focus now, for whatever reason. There we go, much better. Got the 2 pins. It's just because WS mold was a I think it was a little more accurate to the of how the cars were made. Got some tape or scratch over here. Got Ford, the Ford thing, Fusion thing, BristolMotorSpeed.com. Now you will notice that, oh look, this fits so perfectly nice, right? So you'll be thinking, well, maybe during that in that scratch, the line must probably extend. Then why in the world is that disconnected? I mean, I don't even understand. I don't even understand how to even screw up this bad. I mean, how? How in the world? Oh, thank God, I actually took something away. That's good. That's good. Yeah, how? You got the American Ethanol, Bristol Motor Speedway with the tire grim. I love this feature though. Bristol, NASCAR Race Car, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Food City, Pepsi, Nationwide on your side, Sprint, First Tennessee, Irwin, Old Smoky Moonshine, not mountains, moonshine, and O'Reilly Auto Parts, Goodyear, Eagle, Goodyear. Let's move on to the right side. I am darn sure. If you know by my teaching by now, you know what's wrong. Ugh, I wanted this car pretty bad because of all these hilarious mistakes this car has. I'm pretty yeah, this is most likely the only Bristol promo that had damage on it that had something stupid as that. They fixed it for 14, like I said, because it's on the number. You can see this part is on the number the way it's supposed to be. This is literally the reversed version of this one. Literally the reverse versions for both. Did this one because you could see the big ol' rubbing. You can literally see that. If you notice the pattern of those lines, you'll notice the pattern of that line. This is the correct version. This is reversed because it's the right side of the car. But let's just name all the contingencies first. And then we'll focus on problems. A NASCAR race car is definitely not helping a bit. This one is, oh gosh. Oh god, this one is, yeah, this one is pretty much scuffed up. All rotten, mashed up. NASCAR race car, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Food City. This is gonna be hard to do. Pepsi. Nationwide on your side. Sprint First Tennessee. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Old Smoky Moonshine. Irwin Tools. Same exact stuff. Yeah, same stuff on the other side. It's not damaged though. We have a little bit of a tiny scratch mark here. And of course we got some grime over here. I think. Tire buildup, who knows? Alright. Yeah, this was the yeah, I've wanted to do this review for a while. I don't know why I laid back on it, and I don't even know. I even forgot how I got this, but I do know that I wanted it just because of because I known this car has some errors before. I did see a lot one time on eBay, like a lot of something of Bristol promos. I only saw the right side of it. I saw that run. I'm like, wait a second, why is it why is it under the number? And this part is sort of under the contingency too. How lovely is that? Yeah, it's just not too kind sometimes. Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. It really is. But then I see it again, and I'm like, oh, I want it. Not sure if it was on eBay now. It was probably for a bid. There was someone bidding on it already. I'm like, well, I want this. I don't know how I can do it. And then a friend of mine said, do it now. I was about to put in another offer, and apparently that did not work the first time. So if I had bid that same offer in the last couple seconds, I would have not have won it. Thank the Lord for that. Because now I got this. I'm wanting it, like I said. I don't know. Now you're probably wondering, why do you want to waste your money? Well, I love Bristol promos, and sometimes I love the little hilarious mistake that Lionel does. And this is a big one. Oh, by the way, that's not a mistake. Being the usual me, sometimes I like to scratch out the Goodyear for whatever reason. The Goodyear, this one tire was the exact same tire as this one. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a little bit of haze from the rub. Look, like a tiny bit of haze. Not too sure about that. But, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Now you got the... Gosh, this thing is like wrapped bad. This is bad. The paint scheme totally makes up for it, but it's so bad. Poor handling. Sometimes I might just go silent right now, just to show you the stuff. Bad wrapping over here. That's pretty messed up. Horribleness and the spoiler. Yeah, this car's all warped up and just all bad. My God. I really wish promos got treated better. Well, the problem was solved when back in 2018 or something like that. I don't even know. When he had this, I don't like this car too much. This is the first time they never had damage again. Last time that happened was in Town 6 when Lionel was not around. Then, when the people who had Winner Circle took over for Town 7, they made the best Bristol promo. I'm of course not the best, as it was the first time, but they made a promo that would soon lead to many more Bristol promos that I would buy. This car had started all. I will put the links in the description for these cards because I'm not wanting to take them out right now. That does not mean that does not mean I won't show you it though. Just these two rubs had started of what could be the most greatest Bristol promos we've had. Shoot. Yeah. Either way with the best Bristol promos. Then we had this for the night race. Carl Edwards won it. In fact, I even have his race version in 164 from Winner's Circle. We have this rub. I'm just trying to make it more clear. Because I love detail and I want to show you. But apparently I probably can't do that because of the box. But you get the idea. You get the whole bunch of scratch marks. This is not the PTC mold. In fact, they used a promo body. That's why I like the old promos better. The Gen 6 diecast are so unique looking that you need a horrible... And I'm sorry, kids, if you're watching this. I have to say this just one time for now. You made the cars look like crap. Ever since Gen 6, we've had crappy program cars. And they still kind of suck, though, because I had this 2018 Daytona promo that I have not reviewed yet, but, as you can see, even with their handling promos, because as you can see, the car must feel a lot more better. I know that there's no Goodyear, but let's just take a little bit of a comparison first. Look how ugly this looks. I mean, just look, just listen and probably look how ugly the tires feel. I mean, and I'm telling you, they feel jiggly. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to feel it from here in your mind, but if you ever had a PTC Mold WLS car from this, like 2014 to 13, maybe 15, you will get some pretty warped up cars. Starting 2016 or 17 or something, you're starting to get better tires. They roll a lot nicer. They feel a lot more better. But the quality in this one is horrendous. Look at that. That's just embarrassing. God. I mean, look at that. How in the world do you screw something up this bad? How? Just tell me how, I know. How do you screw something up this bad? That is a different story. The back. Yeah, the back screwed up. How in the world could you put a hole right here? Sounds like one of the machine must have took you with it or whatever. Just bad. Just bad. My God, this is BTC and this is WLS. This is just so sad, man. I mean, I know I'm taking out these promos so much, but really, they're just feeling a little sad. Well, I guess that we can put these two examples away. But are we done yet? Oh no. Back in 2013, you had some of the most warped up cars I have ever seen. This was when they started using the white WLS mold, plastic interior. Let me tell you, these lights are immediately, they're just warped up. I mean, at least for 2014, you had better. As you can see, this one's more downward, these are more better. I mean, I think even in 2013, yeah, you had this. This was a played with car, so most of the dents and scratches are actually by me. See, you can't see how kind of straight it is. But over here, it feels so warped up. I mean, look at that. Let me show you from height. The fog light part, that's warped up. They fix it though. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, this is WLS too. Yeah, that sucked. I mean, look at that. But then you have, look at this. These are just warped up, honestly. They really are. This car came right before this one, because remember, this is the August race for the Irwin tools. Once the August race is over, New Year begins. You have the spring race at Bristol. And since that, today, I'm not sure if you know, but since the coronavirus quarantine, NASCAR is on postpone. But if they were racing today, today would be the April 5th, 2020 Food City 500. That's why I'm doing this 2014 car review over there. The one that I originally started with. But yeah, this is just... I mean, you can feel how awful the wheels are. Let me just clear this out. You can feel just how pitiful and awful this feels. The paint scheme is actually worth it to me. So basically, it's not all bad. At least it's kind of a win for the damage. But God almighty. You got paint in here too. That just shows literally that this stuff is probably paint and decal and all that stuff. Back in the earlier days, you had even worse stuff. Like, God, you had, like, holy smokes, you had worse stuff like this. This is the spring race 2013. What's so wrong with this one? This paint scheme was actually cut off. Just look at that. 2013 was a bad year for pro games. How in the world could you end that paint scheme? Then just have it so flat, and then you're moving on to something else? The arms are stretched out of nowhere. Holy smokes, this is bad. Yeah, you had the same problem. Just had a tiny scratch mark in here anyway, so... Yeah. Then this warped up literally just looks like this. Lionel. I know that cost is important. Maybe that's why they're probably cutting it. So I think we just gotta move on to the recommendations now, shall we? The recommendations of this car. If you don't care about program cars, and if you're just worried if you're gonna have to buy it or not, please do not buy this car. I mean, unless if it's very good condition, just don't buy it. I bought it kind of new anyway, and it still kind of sucks in the quality. If you care about Bristol damage and don't really care about what the quality of the car is, which is probably not a good idea, but if I do it, it's probably alright or something. I don't even know. You know, that's not okay, probably trying to waste my money on this stuff, but I love the Bristol cars. They're crap quality. Just because for looks and whatnot. Yeah, that just sucks. But if you don't care about that, just want the damage, I would get it, but you'd be very cautious. Because this quality's horrendous and so bad. I mean, it's like terrible. Just terrible. Now you're thinking, oh, what's so wrong about using many other paint schemes? Well, so far I haven't seen much of Lionel's paint schemes that have been so far so far in the 2013, 2014, 15, 16, and maybe 17 program diecast. And even if they did use, even if they used like generic paint schemes, they may look so distinct from one another. They did a good job on this one, but then you had this one. But do you see the paint scheme is kind of like the same here? If you look more closely, before that you had that. Before you had this. Before that Michigan race, you had this one. And before that, you had this one. See the repetition amount of paint schemes over here? See? I mean, just look how much the same they look. That's not even all of them. But of course, I can't just list them out right now. Because there's too much space. I mean, too much no space. Yeah, they literally just seem to look the same nowadays. I think some rare occurrences happen when they're not the same, such as this ISM Raceway program car. I mean, honestly, like I said, this stuff just looks bad, and I think it's probably an embarrassment to Lionel, thinking that they probably just can't get it together now. Well, my best friend said that maybe someone's really working hard on these cars. The most likely reasonable excuse if someone actually hired a new guy. Because honestly, I can't see how Lionel just goes lazy on these cars. But don't get me wrong, this one is actually pretty good, actually. In fact, I will take it out of the box for you, just to show you. There's nothing much to review about that car anyway. You know, it just has the, we'll do a quickie review on this one. You have the, Chevy Camaro. The Camaro, doesn't say Camaro though. 19, all the Moog, Mal, Comp. Shoot. L-Box, Noco. Mechanics Wear, 3M, K&N, Lincoln Motors, Fullmaster, NASCAR Race Car 19, ISM Raceway, Camaro, Z01, ISM 19 with the camera thing, Ticket Guardian, number 19, March 10, 2019, Ticket Guardian 500, ISM Raceway, American Ethanol, the same stuff. This isn't much, but it's actually a pretty good car. In fact, I'll even give you the recommendation for this car. If you want it, not bad. Because let me tell you, this quality is better than this. Now, I know that some cars might still have the Goodyear, but not a lot, though. Not a lot. Just like these. These have been no Goodyear. Well, I'm going to have to end the video right here, guys. If you make sure to like and subscribe and do what you want to do. Rate, comment, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you later for more good Diecast reviews soon. Goodbye. Well, first of all, I have to show the right side of this car. I'll upload the link for this one too. I know I keep on saying it a lot, but sometimes it's more easier. This one got no damage though, but it's still a nice car. But I rant about it though. Well, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace out. Bye.